Oh, boy. I don't know about this one, man. I think it's not a terrible choice. Well, I mean, let's look at his stats. Okay, he's 3-0 against Terran, and he has won in 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, he's just another one of SK Telecom's players that you can put out. And you said it before, he likes to come out on Habitation Station a lot, but usually against Zergs. But maybe if he's comfortable for the map, it can play to his aggressive play style. Maybe we see some kind of timing attack, you know, against Byung at the second, at the natural here. See if we see Immortals, maybe a blink timing. I'm not sure. I wouldn't expect to see Parting just play straight up macro on this map, you know, with the gold base or against Byung in this situation. I wouldn't expect to see that. So I'm very curious to see what kind of build he's going to go for.
He could even try to do like an Immortal push on this map. I'm not sure if that's really a good idea against a Terran player, but consider this too. This is what I'm scared about. Byung is likely to do a drop play, like a Hellion drop or, you know, some sort of Widowmine drop, and I don't know if Parting is really that solid at defending. He's usually the attacker, not always on the defensive, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work for him.
Yeah, if Byung gets ahead of him and starts being aggressive first, we could see Parting have a little bit of trouble with that.
All right, let's go into this 4th game here on Habitation Station. Parting, an unusual pick, but definitely a good one. He's up against Byung. Let's find out who's going to take this game. Oh, he's going for it. Gangnam style.
Here we go, man. Someone call Sai. We got to get him here in the studio. Because this Byung, this Terran guy, he's going for the Gangnam style. He's going to drop here at the gold now.
Hey, sexy lady. That's how I'm feeling right now. So Parting is already going to have to play a weird game here. Now consider that Parting did recently beat Supernova 2-0 in his Code S group, so that's something else that might factor into, you know, he's been preparing against Terrans because he's preparing against Supernova, albeit Supernova's style is different and also just like, honestly not as good in my opinion as Byung's, but still something to consider.
I was just reading the Korean there, it's like, Akapjana, like. It was just saying that if CJ isn't the round 3 champions, it's really a pity.
Yeah. It's real. Oh, that's just shucks. Yeah.
Oh God.
So let's see what he's got planned because I'm trying to think back. Okay, I remember now. Like it took me like literally a second to remember. It was Keen who did this.
Think back. Yeah, it was Keen.
Keen who did this with one base play with actually drops and medevacs, being aggressive that way. So it was Keen, in fact, who did this, and we'll see how well Byung decides to do this. I mean, he's taking gas, so it's not going to be some sort of like triple barracks SCV pull or something.
Yeah, and Parting is going for a decently early scout. I think he knows that something like this is definitely possible. We've seen Byung come out on this map before and do it a lot. I was just going through the Team Liquid thread and I had some actually nice stats on the players here. Rain is actually 4-0 on this map. Pretty surprising he didn't come out, but Byung is 3-0. On this map.
Oh, wow. That's good to note. Nice,
Parting loses the probe.
Yeah, a little citizen's arrest there. Bunkering going down over here just to make sure that he's going to be okay against that possible Zealot Stalker pressure coming. Because you can't afford to lose those SCVs. They're big miners right now. So each one is so important. So much more important than it would be on a regular mineral base because he's low on them. So that's like where it counts out of this. So let's see what sort of build he wants. So obviously this is going to be a factory, but what does he do here? Does he go for like a Widowmine drop with some extra Marines? Does he add any additional barracks? How does he transition if it doesn't work? Parting is actually just going to go ahead and drop down a Nexus. Needs to get a Mothership Core out here too, though, because that's going to be essential in the defense. There it is.
Yep, going to boost that guy out. I'm always curious to see how players respond to this kind of build because it's definitely not something we see a lot because it's for the map specifically and not all turns go for it. So I want to see exactly what he does. We've seen Protoss players before go for that Oracle, try to harass there. But so far, just going for that Nexus, going to macro up a little bit here before he goes into a certain tech.
Yeah. And I mean, this is what I was saying. I just feel like we're going to see Byung do something drop-oriented, something aggressive. And this game will likely be decided by how good or how poor Parting's defense is. And so, like, we're just going to have to wait and see. It looks like it's going to be the Widowmine variation. Now, Parting, if he skips a Robo, then he's going to be in trouble, I feel. Alternatively, I suppose he could make a Forge and use cannons. That's often really, really good against this, too, because it gives you that extra firepower against the Marines. But okay, there's the Robo. I think the Robo is the better choice because it gives you like this follow-up where you can actually just do an Immortal all-in to kill him, which Parting is quite good at, or even 2-base Colossi to pressure quite heavily. So I personally like the Robo here quite a lot. Hellions actually coming out here now.
Yeah, I like it as well. Hellions here are going to be put in the dropship, it seems, for now, as well as that Widowmine, of course. Maybe want to go for 2 and add those Marines in the drop. Maybe pressure at the front at the same time, force an overcharge somewhere, and then drop.
Yeah, do you
see what Byung wants to do.
You think he'll try to bunker maybe, too, at the natural while he's doing this? Because there's only going to be enough energy for 1 overcharge. So he has to decide where he wants to put it. Most likely that will be the main base. And Observer's going to get sent out here right away.
Look at this. This Hellion already just sent right away to the base of Parting. He wants to see if that Nexus was up, and he gets that information, immediately backs off for a little bit here.
All right, full Marines in the medevac. That's going to force the overcharge at the main base. Now, if he can actually get anything done at the natural, it remains to be seen. Where's the Widowmine? Is he just walking that? I don't know where that actually ended up being. Maybe he canceled it. Here we go. Hellion's coming here. He actually overcharges the natural, which could be a problem here for the main base. He's got enough Stalkers all together here. He's actually going to catch a Marine, in fact.
Yeah, I think he should be fine, actually. We're seeing tanks as the follow-up to this, and a Viking, actually, going to want to get that out. And a Robobay was started for Parting back at home. So it looks like he's going to transition right into quick Colossi here.
Yeah, Viking and a Siege tank. Now, it's important to deny the Scout if he can. Will he actually get the deny? Nope, he boosts away instead, but the Scout sees that. And so he's going to be able to position his Stalkers accordingly. We'll have another overcharge soon if he doesn't already.
Yeah, he's got 4 Stalkers there. It's going to be enough to deny that drop. It would be so risky for Byung to drop on top of those right now.
Wouldn't mind seeing the Hellions try to poke in again because they're not going to be too useful with the push later. And, you know, if he gets an opportunity, that could be really good. All these units get unloaded. This is a huge mistake for Parting. He needs to send this Mothership Core on the main base and use the overcharge, or he's going to start taking some massive damage. And I'm not talking about probes this time. I'm talking about Stalkers. He needs those protected. They are the core of his army right now. Cannot afford to have them picked off like this.
He's doing good kiting so far here, but the focus on the pylon on this Colossus could be huge. He's going to get it.
He gets it.
Oh, my God.
And this hurts a lot. And he really needs that overcharge. The Mothership Core now sneaking around. But if he uses it in the main base, the Marines are just going to come to the natural. It's a very tough choice here for Parting as to how he wants to defend this. It's he's caught between a rock and a hard place, and here comes that push. This is looking really good for Byung right now. This is why I didn't think Parting was the right man to pick for this map. He does not have the solid defense that Rain does. And oh boy, this drop now in the main base is going to be relatively uncontested. He's not going to have that robotics powered. He's not going to have his Colossi. And this may end up ending the game right here because too much damage is being done.
Yeah, we saw the overcharge go at the natural here, and here is the follow-up drop to support these 3 Marines. He's got the tank now, which is going to do so good against those Stalkers. Fires so fast. The pylon is not up yet. It is going to get up, and that Colossus is going to be so important right now, but the Siege up right outside.
Yep, Siege up right outside. In fact, he might have even been able to target down that pylon and kill it. He's going to surround and trap these Marines with probes. He's going to lose a lot of his probes doing so, but, you know, maybe he's going to actually hold on here. The Colossus is out, needs a target, and he's going to survive, but he's lost a lot, man. I'm not so sure if he's going to be able to get out of this one.
Well, now we got Vikings down here and only 2 Stalkers to attack it, and he needs that Colossus right now to be attacking. Here's the follow-up. Here are all the SCVs. He's only got 21. This is basically all of them. He has stopped mining. And now Parting, he recognizes he pulls his probes, but is it enough?
That Colossus is everything right now. With the Colossus, maybe he can survive. He needs to target that Viking down, but his Stalkers are caught by the SCVs. They're not able to move. They don't have that mobility. Now they target. The Colossus, will it live? It does, in fact. Got to stay away from that Widowmine. Okay, a good shot on the Widowmine there for Parting, that is to say. And maybe he can survive here if he gets a second Colossus. Oh boy, that Nexus is certainly going to go down. Needs to get all that Chrono Boost as he can and spend that energy really fast. There he goes, use it there in the last second. An Observer is going to pop out here to help deal with the Widowmines, but that means lessened Colossus production and he's caught back here behind the minerals. I think Byung has basically checkmated him here because he can't move, he can't breathe. The Colossus is like spazzing out a little bit over here.
Colossus doing a dance. He's shaking in his boots. Okay, here we go. The attack from both sides. The Colossus getting decent hits, but it does go down.
There's just too many Marines here. The split was amazing. And now the last of those Stalkers start to fall as well. Byung has mining at home with a gold base. And 2 Siege Tanks and 13 Marines versus 1 Zealot. Don't need a mathematician to tell you how this is going to turn out. This base is going to get ripped to shreds. And Byung takes yet another win in a row against Protoss. 3-0 against Protoss now. Byung, he is the MVP for CJ Entus right now.
He just drops the headphones. He's like, yeah, that was easy. No problem. And that makes him 4-0 on Habitation Station. He's like, what was that? What was that, Parting? I expected a game.
Honestly, I personally don't agree with the Parting pick here. Rather see him against a Zerg, and definitely rather see Rain so much more on this map, or even Sue. Really, I would have liked to see Sue more than anything at all. So this is starting to get momentum back for CJ. It's tied up. I feel like, SKT still has a slight edge with how many players they have left to choose from. But, I don't know, man. It's tied. I mean, the score is tied.
Yep, this is the beginning. This is what I was saying. They needed these 2 wins, and they got them. Byung is still in the booth. And if Parting was the sniper on whatever map against Byung, and it just happened to be that one, and they just sent him out regardless, like, I don't know. I don't agree at all. Even seeing Rain's record 4-0 on that map, I'm like, that just makes so much more sense. In just the sense that Rain is so much more safe, he would have played, I feel like, a lot more better. He would not have